Okay, I wanted to give a quick update video here. Let's just get my headphones on so I can think a little bit better. Basically, what the future of this channel is going to be. And honestly, to me, I don't care. I never walked into this thinking this would be an amazing job. I thought it when I was, like 15. But honestly, anybody who goes into this thinking this would be a good job, not very smart. Basically, what I wanted to do was, what I thought about, and I thought critically for a while, was that I'm not going to do any more gameplay videos necessarily. I'm not going to do Let's Plays, because let's face it, it's so oversaturated, and there are people that are far more talented and far more entertaining and far more charismatic than I am. So I figure, ditch that. I would rather, it's a quality over quantity sort of thing. I would rather have a minute and a half of a video that elicits a chuckle out of somebody over half an hour of a video that nobody even watches because of the current climate of YouTube, which is if your video isn't short, if you aren't popular, or if you aren't, exceptionally talented, or even a combination, nobody's going to watch your videos because everybody just wants to stick to what they know because it's just so oversaturated. It's one of those things where the market has become flooded, so nobody wants to try to do something new. Nobody wants to step out of that comfort zone. That's why, MMOs are dominated by World of Warcraft, and very few people want to step outside that comfort zone unless they see something that really appeals to them personally. But honestly, at this point in time, I think I would rather work on doing smaller series that have a cohesive sort of theme, as opposed to just here's the Long Dark, here's Delta Force Land Warrior, things like that. I think some of the content that I've uploaded in the past month or two has been some of the best stuff that I've done, simply because I've looked at it and I've thought, this doesn't work, this isn't funny, this goes on too long, I said something stupid here, so I cut it out and then I'll upload the video that has all the bits that I think were the best. And honestly, humor is the subjective thing. Subjectively, some people might find videos hilarious. Some people might think that I'm retarded. But the point is, I would rather do one thing and do it at least decently, or at least give it an effort, as opposed to doing a whole bunch of thing and getting my fingers into a whole bunch of pies and not doing anything with it. So that's really just what the future holds for this channel. Expect more like the Fallout video. Expect more like the techniques video. More like anything else that I've done. The rants, those are gonna stay. Obviously, I'm talking basically to an empty room. There's gonna be maybe 10 people that watch this if I'm lucky. But I would really like to give the people that do watch my videos, even if it's just out of pity, or if it's, I'll throw my friend a bone here, or maybe I do enjoy his content. Basically, what I'm saying is here, there will be a little bit of a change, and it's not going to be boilerplate from here on out. It's not going to be. Don't expect any videos that are longer than 15 minutes unless it's a really big special thing where it's just a whole bunch of footage compiled into something like that. Stuff like that. Basically, I'm not going to be using Bandicam anymore. I'm just going to be using the plays.tv. So recording 2 minutes at most of each session or whatever. So be it. And then, I might record, 15 2-minute chunks, and ended up what happening with that Fallout video was I had about 15 things, so I had about half an hour, and I compiled it all down and boiled it all down into what I thought was some of the better parts. I boiled that all down into, I think it was just about 2 minutes. It was like a minute 57 or something like that. Maybe it was 3 minutes, I don't remember honestly, but stuff like that is what I think I should be focusing on more. I could be wrong. Some people might want to see more of the stupid stuff that I do, like Hard Time. Honestly, I have a lot of fun doing Hard Time just because it's such a stupid game and it's so weird and just bizarre that it's great. And I know I put an optical illusion in there because why not? I figured I'm not going to do the Colin Mockery picture. So basically, that's just what the future holds. Expect smaller videos just because, honestly, the longer videos, the long dark has like one view. The second part of it, nobody wants to watch those. That much is apparent. And that's fine, because I never wanted to go into this as a job. And honestly, if you're done hearing about the update and you just want to hear me talk, you can continue watching. But if you don't, you can just close the video now. I think if anyone goes into this wanting a job, they've lost their mind. Because trying to make YouTube a job would be extremely foolish. And honestly, I'm starting to dislike how preachy a lot of YouTubers are getting about it. You know, YouTube's what screwed me over, where's the fair use and everything like that. I get it. Some of these channels are big. Some of these channels have been around for years and years and years. But some of these newer channels, they haven't got any right to complain. You know, the channels that are a year, 2 years old, they haven't got any right to complain because they knew what environment they were getting into when they stepped in. And I think, and excuse me, this is a very impromptu video. I'm starting to get ready. So if I sound far away, that's why. But I think trying to put yourself into these positions when you know full well how it was, because nobody ever steps onto YouTube and doesn't see a Let's Player and, you know, just thinks independently with no other thought and no other knowledge of YouTube, goes, oh, okay, I'm going to record videos of myself playing a game and talk over it. You know, very few people would step into that. And honestly, it's just copying what's successful. You know, people see Markiplier, they see PewDiePie, they see, you know, all those other channels that are raking in money. And they think that's a job that's easy. And sure, sometimes it might be an easy job and other times it might not be. You do have to spend a lot on upkeep, but sometimes it does, the check kind of writes itself, so to speak. You know? But that's the thing. Just YouTube is so oversaturated at this point. It's impossible for anyone to get their foot in the door. And if you're trying to get a handout, well, obviously, if you can't get your foot in the door, you're obviously not going to be able to fit your hand through. So basically, that's just, you know, that's it. Again, this is very impromptu. I figured I would do this real quick before I finished getting ready for work and everything. You know, I'm not a big fan of how much YouTubers have been complaining lately, and I do think it does suck that people are abusing the copyright system. But sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad, and if you do have a video that doesn't have any editing, and you think it doesn't have any editing, and you don't have any charisma or charm, or, you know, even thoughtful things to say, and you expect to be paid for that, simply because you flipped a camera on and started playing a game, you haven't edited, you know, the quality is low, and you think you deserve to be paid, that doesn't sit well with me. You know, if you're going to do something, do it right. And that's sort of what I've started to think now. Just, if I'm going to do videos for the sake of doing videos, I'm not doing this to get paid. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So that's pretty much it. You know, if you guys want to let me know, you know, like say like, hey, do more of this, just let me know. Sometimes I might not want to do it because it wasn't fun for me to record or something like that, but chances are there might not be a whole lot of Let's Plays done. This video went on way longer than I was expecting. I think it was going to just be half an hour. Not half an hour. 5 minutes. It was going to be half of what it is now, but I went way too far. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I need to go.